We are recording.
Mhm.
Ah, g'day, sir.
What's going on?
Fuck, I'm so glad to be having a beer, man. I had one beer after I finished umpiring before today, and I did the weird thing where you sort of hang around and he's having a beer because one of my best mates was there. I was like, "Oh, you have any
I'll
beers,
come
man?"
with
"Oh, no, I don't have any beers." It's like I said it so loud that someone had to give me a beer. I'm like, fuck off! I just umpired 2 games. You can give me a beer.
Yeah.
Ah. And they had it was like a half warm red Iron Jack, and I was like, "You
Fuck that.
it's not even worth it."
I got a fucking chest freezer beside me. I've got 2 more Northerns in there in an oven mitt so they don't freeze over.
That's fantastic. My little I got a little bar fridge downstairs where I turn like the hot cartons into cold, and then I bring some upstairs. And it's like the top half, the whole freezer bit's all frozen over. I'm like, I need to turn it off, but I don't want to beers go hot. And it's like, oh, I'll admit.
Look at this.
It's pretty good. You started with the beard first, though.
I started with all of it.
Yeah. See, like, I look funny when all my beard goes. Look, I got a small head.
Look at it. There's my oven mitt.
Is it Broncos colors?
I
haven't got this thing.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, come
Hurricane.
on. Hurricane head.
Hurricane head.
Born in the subtropics, rebrewed in Queensland, we have created the perfect storm of clean flavor and crispness. Cracked open thunderous thirsts, breaking lager, and enjoy a downpour of refreshment. If you're out there, Hawker Head, sponsor me. Thank you.
Be nice.
I love to be sponsored by a beer. All right.
Let's get into it,
We'll get into some topics. Today we're going to talk about the November release games and the ongoing T20 World Cup. There's so much to talk about it there. And maybe get into some random sport here and there. A little bit of New World chat, maybe. I'd like to see where Magpie's thoughts on it. I know a lot of people are still playing it, but with Vanguard and that coming out, I have seen a lot of people diving away from New World. I don't seem to be able to hold people as much as World of Warcraft. What's your thoughts on that?
It all just depends on the type of gamer you are. If you're in for the grind, so this is what I was trying to explain to one of my workmates. He's a mad RuneScape player.
Yeah.
And he loves RuneScape for the grind that it is. And as I said to him, like, New World has brought it out that, okay, I'm going to go cut down a tree to help my tree lopping skill go up.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a 75-25% split between going to your craft skills, but then it also goes to main level skills as well. So
right. So it's RuneScape on
craft skills.
It's RuneScape on steroids, essentially.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. And the way that they've done the whole PvP area, like the whole game's PvP.
Yeah. I like the idea of the wars. I watched a few wars. I watched Mate Burrito Boy do the war, and then I watched Stone Mountain do a war as well. And it is pretty cool. Like, that's sick. But the grinding you need to even get there, and then even once you're level 60, it seems like there's a lot of grind afterwards. And
there is a lot of end game grind, and I haven't even hit level 20 yet, and I'm fucking grinding, bro.
Yeah, you have to play like hours and hours. But like Vanguard's come out and they've played it, all a new map of Apex come out, everyone started playing it. And I just don't see the New World's just dropped off. It's like everyone was like, we needed something else after Warzone. Apex come out, everyone went, it's a bit better than Warzone at the moment, we'll play Apex. And then they've gone straight to New World.
Apex was out before Warzone.
Yeah, but it was no PUBG, and then Warzone come out and we're like, better than PUBG.
Yeah.
Or H1Z1. Did you ever play H1Z1?
I never played King of the Kill. I played the original H1Z1 where it was zombie bases. That was what I originally played.
I played the King of the Hill version.
Yeah. I didn't play the BR version at all.
They should do it. I think it's essentially PUBG. Like, I liked how DayZ went to PUBG, and I thought that was sick. That was a good thing. But PUBG's gone mostly mobile now. It's so weird. Any clip you see is all someone doing it on their mobile phone. Yep. I can't imagine doing FPS shoot on my phone. I don't know how people fucking do it. I don't know how they do it.
They get fucking like triggers and shit. Like you can get a controller.
Oh, really? I didn't even fucking think of that, eh?
Yeah. So you have your phone in the middle, and then it's like an Xbox controller, right?
Yeah.
Mind me with the batteries. I literally just changed my batteries.
I just have mine plugged in, eh? I got my little scuff.
Nice. So it's like this, but
yeah, I've seen it. I have to have a look into it.
Like that.
Sort of like the thing. I've got something that goes around my Switch that does the same thing, like turns it into a handled thing. Because every time I play it, I'd get all these little cramps in my hand, playing like that. Once I got the grip thing, I could play it really good. But I'll look super serious when I'm playing it on a plane or something like that.
Speaking of Switch, my daughter come in this morning. Daddy, can you put the Switch on charge? Why? I want to play Pokemon. I was like, you're not playing Pokemon right now.
Pokemon. What's she playing? Which one? The new one?
So I got Sword and Shield.
Oh, are they good? I never actually played them.
I never really got into it. I just got it because I like Pokemon.
I like the fact that they're bringing back Diamond and Pearl.
Yep.
I've never played them. I
played them on the DS.
No, see, I never fucking played them. I had played red, silver, a blue and red, blue and red, gold and silver, and then I bought crystal later on. So I had all of these games. Then I had emerald. I don't think I had ruby or sapphire. I had an emerald. And then later on, I had a DS. I had a DS, but I want to say Sun and Moon. And once I got Sun and Moon, I was like, maybe I should get some of the other games. I went back and I bought Black and White 2 or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I got the remake of Ruby and Silver, Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
I got that done as well. So I played all these games, all like going back through generations, got all the new shit going down, like the Z evolutions, everything like that. But I just realized I've never played that one. So Lucario, like I know him as a character, seen him on the show, Super Smash Brothers. He's one of my favorite characters on Super Smash Brothers, but I've never used him in a game because I've never played that game. You've played it though. Did you like it? Was it good?
I didn't mind Diamond and Pearl. It was one of the first Pokemon games I played on a DS. So I went from Pokemon games I never played yellow or red or blue.
What?
Yeah, I'll tell you this. The first ever Pokemon game with the system was Game Boy Advance Pokemon Emerald.
Good game. And then when you got Soul Silver and stuff later on.
Yeah, so then I went Emerald, and then they're like, oh, you can get the other two legendaries. And I was like, what other two legendaries? It was like, oh, Groudon and Kyogre. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't know these two Pokemon. I've only jumped into Emerald. And so
they're in Emerald.
Yeah.
But you never looked you just never looked for them because they're not part of the storyline. That's true, actually. I didn't think of that.
They are part of the storyline.
But you never bought it. You never got them.
I never got them. I never knew that I could go and capture them.
Find them in that. What are they in? Fucking.
They're in that fucking cave.
Groudon's in Mount Rock or something like that. Lava Mountain.
Mount.
And Kyogre's in somewhere else again in a different lake.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
but the
so much time.
So I went. Yes, too much time. And the thing is, I've got an emulator on my computer that I play Emerald on my computer.
Get Red. I'd consider getting it and then putting weekly updates on how shit you are compared to me at Red. That's how we used to settle house agreements. So when I lived with my two best mates, well, actually, at this stage it was just one best mate. My other best mate didn't live there, but he come to be the officiator. We'd settle house arguments and who had to do shit with our Pokemon Silver emulator. That's what we do. We just use the emulator, and it takes because when you connect two phones together, emulators, it takes so long. It's like 5 minutes a move. It takes forever. Yeah. And that's how we settled and like so much grinding. On 8 speed, you're just grinding Pokemon. I need to get Dragonite to level 100.
Just so I can kick this cunt.
Oh, no. I had 2 Dragonites. So I had to do it twice. And then a Tyranitar, which is harder again. I can't see that.
I got it here. It's not even coming up because of my fucking screen. But
yeah, bright A.
Oh, bro, it's crazy. Look at my emulator here.
Yeah. Oh,
it's Emerald, bro. Look at it.
The music gives me a nostalgia boner.
Yeah, it's fucking good. Turn him off here. But yeah, I got it on my phone. I got it on my computer. Emerald. I don't know what it was, but Emerald just pulled me into Pokemon.
It's good. I didn't like the base shit. That can fuck off.
I think just due to
let's make a little cubby house in this tree. I should have brought more beer in with me.
Why do you think I brought mine and put it in the freezer?
Mrs. made me a coffee too.
Oh, bring it up. Yeah. So, what about Vanguard? How was Vanguard Friday? Friday night.
Good. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sniping's a bit fucked. Good, but it's balanced. It's so fucking balanced. Like, there's not one gun that seems to be absolutely shredding everything more than the rest. You know, like every game you can go through and you can name a gun that's got it. Like
you can find the meta. Yeah.
Modern Warfare, like the latest Modern Warfare that come out, it was MP5 straight off the bat. MP5 was too powerful. 725 was too powerful, and the M4 was probably too powerful as well. All like starting guns that just fucked everything.
Yeah,
and they had to nerf. I heard they're still nerfing them.
Yeah, I heard with Vanguard that what was it, the STG?
No. Well, see, it's everyone's using it.
Release.
Everyone's using it because it's the first gun you get. And if you had the battle pass from Warzone, if you had it unlocked in there, you already had it with 10 attachments on there, pretty much ready to go. And it was a really solid loadout. The Automaton shreds because you can actually get, it's an assault rifle that comes really accurate, but you can get a barrel on it that makes it shoot faster. And then you get an attachment for the barrel that, like a muzzle that makes you shoot faster again. So it just turns into like this super fast shooting SMG assault rifle that you can just beam people across the map. That one's sort of OP, but use the STG right, you're good. MP40, people are using that. At times, I think the submachine guns are a little underpowered, but again, you know, you can sit there and you can go on a big kill streak with the assault rifle, and then someone kills you and you watch their kill streak and they're going, buzzing people with the SMG. And you're like, well, obviously the MP40. I think the Sten is underrated. I think the Sten will come to be meta, but it's only because when I was playing well, we'll get onto this too. So it is all just multiplayer until Pacific comes out in December. Yeah. But they've got this thing called Champion Hill. Now on Modern Warfare, they had Gunfight, which is 2v2. This is 2v2v2v2v2. So it's like
I saw you running it the other night.
You can, and you can do trios as well. And it's you start off with 8 lives each. So it's 6 lives each. Sorry. So it's 12 lives total for your duos, or 18 lives total for your trios. And you've got to slow, and it's pretty much minute rounds where you verse each other for a minute. And it's like random. Like you're here, and it goes, it bounces through, and then it goes bang, lands on the team you're versing. Bang. And you verse them and like tiny little maps for a minute, and you got to get as many kills as you can. You can get there's 1 life on the map. Every time you spawn in, there's 1 life, and you try to go for that. But it's strategic. Like you can push, outshoot everyone, or you can pull back, take your time, conserve lives, just win every round 3-1. Every time you win a round, you get an extra $1,000, and you use that money to buy guns and upgrade your gun. So it's sort of like arenas in Apex, but a little bit faster and a little bit more.
Did they not have that during the? Did they not have that during the beta? I'm pretty sure I saw some people running that during. The beta.
I don't think they did. They talked about it, but I don't think they actually.
Yeah, because I know I saw you running it Friday night.
Yeah, it was good. It was really enjoyable. I know the boys
were running it.
Boys are on it now. Probably they've been on it all weekend. I just haven't been able to get back on. They're probably like level 100 prestige twice or some shit.
Probably.
Actually, I don't even know if you can prestige.
Some fucking first class and then some cricket.
First class trouble. What's wrong with you?
Bro, I got sucked in.
It looks fun. Right now. It looks fun.
I got sucked in. Like I said to you the other day that I'll never get it. Like fuck him. And then who was it? Reaper. I was texting Reaper yesterday, and he goes, "Do you want to run?" Oh, I texted him saying, "Do you want to run some games?" He's like, "Yeah, what games you talking about?" I can run Apex with you. I was like, "Oh, I know, he's not really into Apex at the moment, so I might accommodate for him as well."
Yeah.
But I did like a 3.5 hour stream of First Class Trouble.
And good. Enjoyed it.
Oh, I got angry.
Really? It looks like a game you shouldn't get angry at it.
Oh, I got angry at every other cunt.
For being shit.
They're sussing me out, and I'm a resident. So you got residents and personoids. Personoids are your imposters. But I was a resident, and I was just getting used to the game. I didn't know what to do or anything. And they're like, "Oh, he's sus." It's like my third game. Like, are you fuck? Oh, I was like, if I could crawl through the screen and punch you, I would.
And then that magpie can't look sus. Yeah, he does. With that mustache, he looks fucking sus.
Yeah, look at me.
It's a wonder that.
Come give me a kiss, I dare you.
Mate, if you can get to my lips, you're doing well. But yeah, overall, Vanguard's super fast. It's a super fast-paced game. It's some people have said it's the fastest COD they've played. I think Cold War was slightly faster. The only reason it seems really fast is because sniping is so underpowered. That's the only fault I can give is sniping. They've made it really slow to aim up, and
they're saying that,
and the flinch is really hard. The flinch is like you get hit, you go and you shoot up, which is good. I'm good they fixed that, but they still should make it aim faster. Bring back the aim fast, but if you got flinch, then you can't hit them. That's fine. Don't have both because you just can't kill anyone with them. I got a couple of shots, but even when you scope in, even then it's like slow to aim. Like even if you're hard scoping, it's slow to move your scope around.
Yeah.
I did make one class where it did seem to speed up, but it's still too slow. That'd be its only thing. But if you sniping increased, the game would slow down as a total because right at the moment it's so fast assault rifle SMG built that you can just buzz around the map. You're not worried. You kind of want to get up close, but no. But you need sniping. Sniping's what balances it out. That's probably the only thing that's unbalanced. Apart from that, like I said, no guns that are super OP that I know of, and I actually think it runs amazingly on the new consoles and the computer. It runs beautifully. It's so smooth and crisp and clean, and it's 120 FPS perfectly. There seems to be a few crashing errors. I've noticed that the boys always whinging about the PCs crashing. And Xbox is definitely crashing, but overall I'm rating it so far out of my one play for 5 hours. I'd rate it like 8.5 out of 10.
Yep. Well, you have 5 hours into the game. Like that's a solid effort.
I want to play more. That's always a good thing for me. That's an extra point for me just because I want to play more. I want to grind it out.
That's the thing that I like about those types of games is you could play for half an hour to an hour and get sucked into it and not know that 5 hours is gone.
Yeah, no. I looked at the time.
Going, I've got to turn it off.
I looked at the time and it was like 1. I was like, fuck, better go to bed.
Yeah.
And a fellow I was playing with fell asleep in his chair. He's that wrecked from playing it that long. He fell asleep in the chair.
Jeez. But yeah, it's like those are the type of games that like I like. If I don't know about you, but like New World, that's what appealed to me is the grind. I can get in there, I can grind for 2, 3, 4 hours and not even realize that that's all gone.
It's the bit that I don't like about those games. I love the fact that I just lose time to that shit, but I've just played solo RPGs for so long where I do just lose days that I sort of that the RPG aspect's gone for a bit. I'm like, because I wasn't playing as many FPS games. I was playing offline. I was playing like just Fallout and Skyrim and those games, just pretty much those games on repeat, to be honest. Didn't really play any other game. Played Fortnite again.
Skyrim.
Oh, I can't wait for Skyrim to come back out.
Bro. I sunk so many hours into that when
I'm going to sink more in again. Fuck, I'm going to sink more into it.
That was in the 360, man. It was fucking crazy. I went out and bought the Legendary Edition. So I went out and bought the original when it first came out. And then I was like, they dropped the DLCs onto it. And I was like, I'm not going to buy the DLCs. I'm going to keep playing main story. And then completed the main story, looked at my bank account and went, we'll see if I can buy the DLCs. Went to EB Games down the road.
Yeah.
And went, I need money to go onto my Xbox so I can, buy the DLCs. So I just need gift cards and shit because my fucking bank card was fucked at the time being.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, here, have this, have the Legendary Edition. This, it's all of them, but it's like a third of the price. I was like, okay, I'll take it.
God, beautiful.
And I even got the Skyrim poster and everything with it.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I've got mine on the floor here. I've still meant to hang it up on the wall. Watch this space, episode 2. It'll all be up there. How good were the DLCs?
Right.
Talk about most games have shit fucking DLCs.
Yeah.
When you went back to Morrowind, what was the name of that island?
Shimmering Isles?
Solstheim. When you went back to Solstheim,
yep.
It's like a day, literal day, like 24 hours, at least 24 hours to 30 hours of gameplay. And it is fun, exciting, whole new storyline that perfectly builds on top of the next storyline. So it doesn't fuck any of the storyline. It's just an extra Dragonborn comes in.
Yep.
I couldn't get over it. I played it, and when I got
that's the same as the fucking what were they? The vampire hunters.
We'll get to that bit.
Dawnguard.
When you go there and you fight Mirak and you beat him, and then you get this arm that's all movie and fucked, and you're like, that was awesome. Like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go down and fight the vampire dickheads now. Go down there, and then you get stuck inside a soul gem, and you go to this place called the Soul Khan, and you're like, this is awesome. And you get this just like horse that's made out of bones, and then I didn't realize that there was a hidden Easter egg. I actually unlocked it the first time just because I'm a fuckhead and I love yelling shout things at things.
Yep.
So I do the full thrust star at everything. I'd be a pot and I'd get underneath it and shoot it like up into the sky. There's this big dome inside the Soul Khan that if you shoot your full thrust star at it, it cracks open like a big fucking egg, and a dragon goes and shoots out of it. A soul dragon shoots out of it and starts fucking up everything. And it's got like its full, like proper dragon name. I was like, this is awesome. Fight this fucking dragon. And the whole time it's fighting you, it's talking to you. And you're like, this is so cool. And I thought it was like the boss. Turns out it's just an Easter egg and he's not part of the storyline at all. He's just there.
And then they brought in the whole house building aspect into it. Did you ever do that?
Once I put my slave and my kid there and then walked away. Wife, but no, but like
my wife got killed. I slapped her. Slapped her too hard.
Who do I have there? It wasn't Lydia. It was someone else. I ended up like as a companion that ended up being my wife or something like that. And I put her in there.
Yep.
Mind you, my character was a girl.
Nice. That's all right.
Of course.
That's fine.
I always play girl characters. Not in online games, but like in RPG games, I always play girls because I think it's funny to have, not funny, I think it's interesting to have the protagonist as a girl because all the lines in all those games are all still written for boys. Let's be honest.
All masculine,
Yeah. And it's always strange hearing the girls speak out the masculine lines.
Yeah.
And it's like, And it wasn't until Fallout 4, I played a heap with that one, that I realized all the noises were different with the girl character. All like your upgrading noises, or like the if you got Idiot Savant, there's a noise that's done in a girl's voice for the girl character and a boy's voice for the boy character. I didn't know that. It wasn't until I played the boy character, it goes. I was like, that's different because the girl character is like, like really high pitched, and it's fucking funny. Yeah. But yeah, I always play girl characters in that, and I'm so looking forward to the new Skyrim. Bruh.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that you will not go play it again and sink days into it.
I'm not saying I'm not going to. I am just not agreeing that I will. That's
you will.
I told you
you will, and you will enjoy it.
I told you when New World come out. If you don't hear from me, you know where I am.
Yeah. Oh, I can still hear from you because we got the cricket's on still.
Yeah, cricket's on. But once that's gone, and I've got nothing else to talk. Oh well, I did speak to Hopton.
We got months of cricket still to go, mate. BBL hasn't started. The tests haven't started. Sheffield Shield's still going strong.
Yeah. I was talking to Optimus last night or this morning when we played Apex till about 2 a.m. and then we switched over to cricket. And England I was talking to him about bro, it was yeah, okay. that's for later on. We'll talk about how shit they are later on. But so I was talking to him about the way that our summer, like Australian summer, is looking. And bro, every day and night there's going to be cricket from I think it's like the 6th of December till the 28th or 29th of January.
Beautiful.
Every day and night
summer.
There's going to be cricket on.
I love summer. Oh, I love the summer of cricket.
And I just said to him, I said, the BBL starts 2 days before the Ashes start and finishes a week after the Ashes finish.
The only thing I don't like about that is I love watching cricket all day, but you watch cricket all day and then you go, oh, let's put more cricket on tonight.
Let's go watch the BBL.
And then because you watch Test, you've gone back to BBL, which is, let's be honest, below international 2020s.
Yeah.
You just taking a step back. It's like you watch the Test and then it's like going out and watching old mate play in the park. It's like, oh.
Yeah, old club cricket. But see, the problem is
I'm done with cricket for today.
BBL on TV. I can't watch BBL on TV anymore.
KO.
Bro, in BBL 02, so the year that the Brisbane Heat won the series, I was there every single home game.
You're at the game?
Every single home game in BBL 02.
Do you want to hear a funny one? I convinced, so when me and my girlfriend moved in together, I convinced her to move to Wollongabba. Yeah. We were looking around. I said, let's just move around there. I just want to be close to the cricket. That's it. We wanted someone to live. We want to be close to the city with good public transport and close to the cricket. I moved less than 10-minute walk from the fucking Gabba. We moved in. I got 3 BBL games. I was like, sweet, this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna go to watch the AFL, watch all the T20 World Cup. It's meant to be in fucking Australia, by the way. Yeah, that was meant to be in Australia. They were gonna have a double header: Australia versus South Africa, New Zealand versus England.
Yep.
At the Gabba.
Yep.
All on the same night. I was like, this is gonna be fucking awesome. I had bought the tickets, everything. COVID hits.
Mm-hmm.
We can't go to the footy. We can't go to the
How much has that fucked up the world? Like, it's undescribable.
The problem is that COVID is still fucking us over. Places like America and stuff, they're opening up. They're all sweet. We're still stuck in some piece. Well, Queensland's not everywhere. But then again, New South Wales has gotten over the 80% COVID vaccine, and now they just completely opened up. And it's like, okay, everyone go out. You can go get fucked up at the pubs. You don't have to sit down anymore. Get up, stand up, touch each other's doodles, have fun.
Yep.
Have a good old time. Rub beards, do whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. And Queensland's pretty much that, but we don't have the 80% yet, so our borders are still closed. And we've
don't get me started about that, because I got Gilvia in New South Wales, and I got another very good mate
him down there.
That's down in Victoria that I really want to go and see. I really want to go and see them. But no, borders are closed. You can't do it. Fuck you dogs.
But as a whole, pretty happy about the whole Queensland be an awesome thing.
Yeah.
Like it sucks that I can't go there. It sucks that I can't do it. We can't even go to Byron. We can't do nothing. But holy fuck, we've had it so easy.
Oh,
we're gonna get that. We're gonna get to the 80.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the 80% vaccine rate, and then we're gonna be open and not have any problem anymore. We might have like the passports to go overseas, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that's it. We're all done. We locked down for 3 weeks at the start, and then that's it. We had one snap lockdown in the Brisbane local group area.
In January.
We had another one.
Yeah. I was down there for the January one.
It was a couple of days later on. We had a couple little, like 6 days, whatever it was. And even then, like it locked down, but no one stopped.
No.
We all just went,
I was down there in January. What was it? Start of January, middle of January, one of them ones. Whenever that January lockdown hit, I was down there. We were actually supposed to be coming back the day lockdown finished.
Dumb, eh?
And they're like, yeah, you're right. You're okay. You can leave just as long as you stay in your car. It's like, it's fucking lockdown. Like, am I allowed to leave?
Yeah, you are, but you just can't do anything.
You can't leave your car.
Yeah.
You need to go get fuel. You got to get some other cunt to fucking fill you up and pay for it. It's like, no, I'm going in.
Is that really the worst thing that can happen?
No.
I'd like to be able to sit in the car and go, "Hey, I got COVID. Fill up my car, dickhead."
I don't have a mask. I need you to fill my car up. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we got Vanguard, Skyrim. So we'll jump onto Apex.
Yeah. Before that, Apex, let's go to a quick ad break. And by ad break, I mean, I'm going to go quick grab another beer.
That sounds good.
Oh,
right.
Apex.
So, Apex. What do you think of the new map? Have you played much of it?
We've played tons of it, cunt.
Are you sure? Like, have you played as much as I have?
No.
No.
I've got Vanguard to play.
Yeah, exactly. But what was your first impressions on the new map?
I like it. Purely on the basis that I like how how Apex is changing it up. They haven't sat still. They've brought out new maps constantly. They brought out a new character to play. She's kind of shit.
She's not that good.
The star's pretty good, but I mean, they already had that ultimate where you could throw the big black hole down, which did way more damage. But the new map's good. It's good that you got PvE. They didn't have PvE before. You got PvE now. That's cool. And
the amount of loot that they drop.
They need to drop more. Let's be honest. You can avoid it if you want to. It's good for a small star early grind. It needs to drop a gold gun or a gold armor or red armor. Make people want it.
Yeah. So everyone's pushing it. So everyone goes in on it.
People can go for that, or you can go land somewhere else and let people go for that shit. You know?
Yeah.
The boxing ring was good because the boxing ring gave you the opportunity to get a fair bit of shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that would be my only critique. I know everyone keeps saying that it's a bit open. It's open. The map's too far apart. It's too spread apart. It's hard to get anything.
The point of interest but everywhere in between one point of interest to another, there's always little tiny settlements that you can go and loot up.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you land on that map. So I'll bring that fucking map up, actually. What's it called?
Oh, where's that score going?
So we've got the new map here.
New map.
Yep. It's not the new
map.
We'll
edit this into the screen because we're so fucking good.
That's old map. Fucking hell. What?
Look, the new map is good. The new map's good. I actually like it. I think there's little improvements it could have, but the fact that there's a new map, I think leaving it just playing that one map just for a little bit is good. But then just put it back in the rotation. Don't keep it stuck on the one map. Rotate it through so you get to play that map sometimes. And that's the way that Apex, I like you playing for an hour on one map and then all of a sudden you're flying in and you're on a different map. That's sick.
On a different map. Yeah, exactly right.
That's such a good idea. And Apex needs to stick. They need to stick to that. They
Warzone need to stick to. Like
too big. It's too big. You got to remember that Warzone's still 100 gigabytes worth of fucking map because it's so textured and detailed and big. Like
you got to run supercomputers just to play the fucking thing.
One Apex map might be the same size as one multiplayer map on Call of Duty. Like we don't know the size of gigabytes that these things need. Apex is 50 gig, but it's got several maps. Vanguard's 80 gig. Like, you know what I mean? And it's got 20 maps. I just think Apex is doing it right, but like you can't do that with Call of Duty. You have to change many parts of the map. I like the idea that just do what Fortnite did. Just every season, just fuck off something in the map. Take a town out, put a new one in. Just they try to go for realism for too long, and they realize that that's the problem. That's what they could have done with 84, and they did, but not enough. They should have made it because it was all a dream. They could have just fucked with the dream and they made it change. And Verdansk could change drastically, and they could just take out a quarter of the map and it change into. And they can have it literally as a scene. You from Verdansk and you just start to run into Pacific, for example. You know what I mean? Like just something completely different. And it just be part of your memory that's fucking out.
Yeah.
Easy to write into the storyline. And you could change massive parts of the map without having to it's like they had to make sure it worked with the storyline, but the storyline wasn't really a story. Like all of a sudden Stitch was there. You're like, where'd this cunt come from? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We played the campaign. It doesn't fit in there. He's not from that. Like, they missed the trick. And if they do it right with Pacific, it could be good. And I actually reckon get rid of the old guns.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you've got Cold War and Vanguard now that you can bring the guns from. So get rid of the Modern Warfare guns and keep the Cold War and Vanguard guns.
Can they do that?
And then, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and then the next game that comes out next year, that's supposed to be integrated with Warzone as well. Get rid of the Cold War guns. Do like a phasing out series. Like, okay, you've got this long to get used to these guns, but guess what? This date they're gone.
Yeah, I honestly think to start it fresh and then integrate it maybe. But
just Warzone Pacific is completely its own download.
I think they could be onto something with putting it back to World War II, back where they started it, back where it happened. When they brought back the Modern Warfare, everything started to chink again. Yes, Sledgehammer has done this one again. This Warzone, this Vanguard's way better than their last game that Sledgehammer made. Like leaps and bounds better.
What did they make last time? They made
World War II.
World War II.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
It's down there. It's down there. Fucking Ghost in Infinite Warfare. It's terrible.
Yeah, and Advanced Warfare. I did not like A-Dub.
I did. It's fun.
Nah.
Oh, they had that rail. They had that rail pistol. That was tough.
The original Modern Warfares were the best, but then again, Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 1.
Actually, Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is fantastic. That's what changed everything because you could voice chat was way better, and you got parties and stuff. But Black Ops 3 was good. Black Ops 4 was good.
That's the last multiplayer game I played with Black Ops 4.
It's pretty good. As well.
I didn't mind it.
I think I like Fortnite better, and that's saying something. So
with the whole bringing out Pacific and this new season of Warzone, how do you think Pacific will change the way Apex players play Apex? Will they come over to Warzone or will they keep playing the Apex?
Apex is gone.
You reckon? I'm going to put something in.
Yeah.
Where is Warzone's ranked system or their actual true skill-based matchmaking system?
At the moment, not existent.
That is why everyone jumped from Warzone to Apex.
I get shit on a lot in Apex too.
Yeah, but do you leave the fucking lobbies that you're in? Like, do you leave that? Like,
No,
what have we gone to? Silver. Silver's our highest we've been to.
Yeah, but I don't play it enough. Yeah, I like the fact it's got a ranking system, and don't get me wrong, Pacific will probably have a ranking system. Let's be honest, they will. They can't miss the trick twice.
Yep.
Apex had it. PUBG has it. I'm going to say PUBG has it, but I could be wrong there. Apex has got it. 40 had it. Rocket League has it. A lot of them have it, and they should have it. And even Black Ops 2 was the original one that had ranking in it too, by the way. So they've done it before, and they can do it again, and I think they will this time. Just so some of these pros and stuff like that will have a standard they can sit by, because sometimes you see them for example, when you watch like any of them die off the rip and stuff like that, and they go, we'll watch a character. Yeah. And you watch the world's worth, and like, I'm not good at games, but these people they're watching are like 10 times worse than me. And you're like, how are these people in their games? And they get right down to the winner, and the bloke who wins it's okay. You wouldn't say he's fantastic. You're like, no, what? But
compared to us, he's fucking.
What do you got? 500 wins. If this is the people you're playing, you can't sit there and compare yourself. Yeah. Australia, as a rule, our Australasia skill bracket is so high. Yeah. As a rule, but we don't have enough of these bad players underneath. We don't get bad lobbies. They're all sweaty and hard, and it's fucked. Because we don't have enough people, and the only people that are still playing Call of Duty in Australia are just awesome, or kids that have just got nothing better to do than play Call of Duty, and that's all they've done. I grew up without first-person shooters for a long time. I don't think I started to really play first-person shooters till 16.
Yep.
Give me a side-scrolling platform, I'll destroy you at it. But
give me, yeah, that's true.
These kids,
give me an RPG, and I would probably be the fucking king compared to you.
Look, people these days will probably go through the game quicker than me, but I get every single little piece of loot that's around the building, and I break the game in some way that I'm not meant to, but I do it.
Yeah, that's like a lot of my Assassin's Creed and shit are like 100% complete, just due to the fact that I've got to finish this fucking area before I move to the next one, and I've got to find everything that's I need.
Do like a double lap, or you go halfway through a dungeon, get all the loot, take it back to where you were, your house, and then you come back to get the rest of the loot. Yeah, no, I do that too.
Exactly.
Takes me too long.
I haven't seen this before.
Takes me too long to play games.
Yeah, that's true. Why do you think I've got 1,000 hours in ESO?
It's why. Oh, bro.
And I'm not even max level at all.
Really? Did you ever hit champ break?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hit champ.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I think Warzone will take over Apex again.
Yep.
If Apex is over it, it'll come back way down again. And if they do it right, if they get it right, it will be back to the best game in the world, like the most played game in the world, sort of thing again. Like,
yeah, it'll be up there.
That's super popular
spot again. Yeah.
But how long it holds that for, we won't know. We just won't know.
Right, we got Battlefield coming out. That's another thing that I'm going to bring up. Like, we got Battlefield coming out this month. It's in 22 days or something. It comes out
11th, isn't it?
Is it the 11th? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
When does it come out?
Couple of days. I've got to fucking save up for that shit again.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't you say it's the 11th, because I'll be taking a loan out.
It's only $69 at JB Hi-Fi. I might just quickly go buy it there.
No, see, I'm computer, so I got to buy the electronic.
What do you mean?
2042.
19.
So what's that? That's 12 days.
12 days.
We got Battlefield coming out in 12 days. And I've told you this many times. I prefer Battlefield over Call of Duty. Multiplayer wise, I prefer Battlefield over Call of Duty, hands down. I think it's one of the best multiplayer games, first-person shooters there is.
Oh, Call of Duty's pretty good.
But see, this is why
there's a reason. There's a reason
this.
it's so popular. There's a reason it's so popular. It's just good. It's fun. It's easy.
But would you rather, right? Would you rather go a 12v12 where you shoot an RPG at a fucking wall and the wall don't go down, right? You're behind that fucking wall over there in the fucking distance. I'm looking at a wall right now. I get my RPG out. I shoot the fucking thing, expecting it to collapse on top of you.
Yeah.
But you're perfectly fine. Whereas in Battlefield, it's 64 versus 64.
You haven't played Vanguard.
But I know there's some prick in that fucking building.
Vanguard's got destructible walls and shit now.
Well, that's one thing that Call of Duty has brought into their game.
Yeah.
Every other Call of Duty does not have that.
You can shoot like windows out and like light walls out. It's not every wall, but light walls you can shoot out now. Not with the RPG. It's not like that. Yes, you're correct. Like you can't just hit the corner of a building. The building goes and falls over.
Well, that's not how it is in Battlefield. Like
it's similar.
I know what you're getting at, because in Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4, I was in the top 1% in recon score. So that's sniper rifles. Top 1% in the world in Battlefield 4. I would find these fucking rat spots just to camp up there the whole game and just take headshots all game just to fuck them up. And if I heard a tank underneath me, I was dead. I was gone. As soon as I heard a tank underneath me, they'd just take out the pylons on the building that I'm on, and my building would fall over.
Yeah, that's cool. That's sick. That's really, really good. Don't get me wrong, that's fucking dope. But yeah. Look, I'm really looking forward to 2042. Like, I played the beta, and that was the most excited I've been for a game in a fucking long time. That was fun. Like, I hopped on it, and someone else, one of my fellas I play with, has already hopped on before me, and he goes, "Oh, it's a bit buggy. Oh, I don't know." I was like, "Man, I'm gonna hop on it. I'm gonna play for hours.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a really good crack, so I can make a genuine judgment on it." He hops on it, gets on my level because I'm so excited, and he goes, "You know what? This game's actually fucking awesome." I said, "This is awesome. This game has so much potential to be the game I play for a year."
So would that be your rotation though? Would that be
if Battlefield is as good as I'm hoping it's going to be, might as well just snap the Vanguard disc and throw it out the window. There's no point me playing it.
I'm not saying throw it. I'm not saying throw it. Vanguard.
But it probably will. That's the thing.
If it's your rotation. So everyone's got a rotation of games that they play, no matter who you are, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a rotation. Everyone gets buzzed for the next big thing. Everyone does.
Yeah.
I'm buzzed for anything Bethesda. So Fallout, Skyrim, all of those types of things. Like ESO. As soon as I heard ESO come out fucking 9 years ago, bro, I was buzzed for it. I bought it vanilla. What was it? I had to install 6 discs into a hard drive. It would install, 6 discs. I would sit there and wait for it to go 100%, insert next disc, put the next disc in, and it'd install that one. So, like, my rotation of games is crazy compared to a lot of other people's. It's just because I've got short attention span on games. So, at the moment, I don't have a rotation. I've got Apex.
I tend to fall into this gigantic rabbit hole where I'm just like, that's the game I'm playing and that's it. I can't think of another game.
Yeah.
I want to have a rotation, but my rotation is going to be 1 FPS shooter and then 1 side game. So it'll be just 2. So my rotation is going to be either Vanguard or Battlefield, Vanguard / Warzone or Battlefield, or Apex. But I have a feeling Apex will take a seat for me personally, and it'll just be Vanguard or Battlefield. Probably more leaning towards Battlefield.
You too.
And that'd be my rotation.
Yeah.
And the other games that are coming out in November, which we might discuss.
GTA.
So there's the GTA.
We're gonna bring that out. No, we got to talk about that right
the
now.
GTA remaster. So that's something I'm going to be fucking just fall into. Like I can't not want to play that. San Andreas, top 5, is in my top 5 favorite game of all time. Like I can't.
Right, like
I put so much hours in. I got the entire gang area green. I did that. I did the entire gang area. It became mine. I had 100%. I had 100% stats in every single gun. So, like, you know, you're running out with dual shotguns, dual pistols, dual SMG. Everything was dual wheeled. You didn't run out of ammo. And I think if you got the 100% minigun, the minigun just never ran out of ammo.
Yeah, it just kept going. Yep.
Shit like that. Like I just had it. Every driving skill was so high that every car went fast. Everything, like just everything. I had it. I completed that to nearly 100%. I think there was a reason I couldn't. I can't remember what it was. It was something that I couldn't do properly or whatever it was. I couldn't get 100%, but I got pretty close.
Yeah.
The only other game that I've ever done 100% in was Morrowind. Talking about Bethesda, I actually 100% of that one back in the day.
Anything Elder Scrolls, bro, I love.
Morrowind's as much as Skyrim's good, Morrowind's better. They should do a Skyrim version of Morrowind. That'd be my ultimate.
They shit the bed with Oblivion. Let's just give them that. Like they shit the bed.
Brought out heaps of good aspects though.
Bro, it could have been a lot better.
Mage skills, everything like that was real way better.
It could have been. It could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot better.
Storyline was boring.
So that would be your rotation. So you would say like, okay, you play Warzone Vanguard, Warzone/Vanguard, so Pacific/Vanguard, and then say I text you one day, say, hey, what are you doing? You say nothing much. I say, oh, let's go play some Battlefield. Bang, you go play some Battlefield,
100%.
and then another day, like 2-3 days later, you go, fuck it, I just want to have a chill sesh. So you go play some GTA.
GTA will probably become my guilty pleasure that I'll play, not on stream or anything like that. It'll be something.
I'm not saying. But
I mean, like it'll be something that I'll play anyway, just for the shits and giggles, because it's. But I'm going to go 3 Vice City, San Andreas. I'll play them in a row.
Yep. It's just the nostalgia.
Because I played Vice City all the way through, but I don't think I ever played 3 the whole way through.
I played San Andreas the whole way through. Did you play
Vice City through?
Not all the way.
Good. It's good story, everything.
Yeah.
Tell me Vassetti. If he's got my name. Of course I like the main character. He's got my name.
And then like even GTA 4, man, I threw that out. GTA 4. I did not like it. Like I didn't throw it out literally. I didn't throw it out like literally. I just
GTA 4 set the platform for so many games. You don't realize how many games.
Yeah, but it was not.
Prove me wrong on this. Was Gears of War out before or after GTA 4?
The original Gears of War?
Yeah. GTA 4 come out pretty much when 360 come out. And I'm pretty sure Gears of War might have been the same time. It might have been
I'm pretty sure Gears of War was a Microsoft exclusive that come out with the 360.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. I know it's a Microsoft exclusive. Gears of War come out in. I just want the original Gears of War. Give me this, you bloody bastard. Release date was 2006.
Okay. Well, I thought GTA 4 might have brought the whole hiding on walls thing, but Gears of War beat that.
Yeah.
It was 2008 was number 4. But I mean, I thought GTA 4 was a phenomenal game.
I just never got into it, bro. Like it was just one of those games.
It brought out the online aspect of Grand Theft Auto, and then GTA 5 perfected it. You know what I mean? GTA 4 was the stepping stone they needed to shoot it off. Just like Oblivion was the stepping stone to shoot Skyrim off. Like that game needed to be made.
Yeah. So Rockstar and Bethesda knew what their shortcomings were with the games. So they knew what their shortcomings were. Say Rockstar with GTA 4 perfected it with GTA 5.
Yeah.
And then went, we're going to throw GTA Online on top of GTA 5.
They brought that out nearly instantly too.
Yeah.
It was like a month,
like
weeks.
you had GTA 5, and then guess what? Bang, here's GTA Online. You can go online, you can create your own character.
Still gets played. Still gets played.
You need a PC. You need a PC. That's all I need to say.
GTA RP, like it's still getting played. People
GTA
love it.
RP, there is so many crazy servers.
I don't personally like watching it as a content, so it makes me hard to want to play it. But
if I'm telling you this now, I was the same way. I didn't like watching it, but then I downloaded 5M once I've got a computer. Downloaded 5M, which is the role-playing servers, like they're listed. I jumped into a server. I loved it.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's like take you from Brisbane. So take you, and your fucking orange ranginess, throw you in a game, but you're not you. You get to pick what you are. You get to pick your own name, everything, and everything that you do in that game is for that character. So if you talk to someone and you say, my name's Tommy, but on your driver's license, it says your name's not Tommy. They go, hang on a second, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like it's full on like.
Not for me.
Oh fuck, that's games done. That's games.
Let's dive into sport.
I've got something important to talk about. To talk about. I have got something very important to talk about in the sports aspect. South Africa versus England. What the fuck went wrong?
I guess it's just one of those things where like both teams are just garbage and they just decided to play each other. So what I think's actually happened is the same thing I said towards the start of the series. Every game they've won so far has been on the fucking back of Josh Butler, and that's it. Yeah. They haven't had enough of anything else to sit there and go, oh, they'll win this tournament. Josh Butler doesn't fucking play good. They don't play good. Josh Butler got out 26-15. They fell short.
Yeah. Okay.
No one else had the ability to stand up because no one else is playing good enough. And in saying that, Jason Roy did get hurt and he was looking pretty good.
He limped off and he did look good.
You've got to remember that South Africa actually has a ridiculously good bowling lineup.
Their pace lineup is unreal.
They've been unmatched. They've been fairly up there for a fair while now. Kasigo,
Rabada.
They've spelled his first name wrong here, I think. Rabada.
Kagiso. That's spelled right.
Isn't it Casigno?
No, it's Kagiso or something like that.
Okay. Anyway, that guy, awesome. But I mean, he came from Dale Steyn, Mornay Morkel, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like they've just had a really good rotation of really good bowlers. Norch is bowling absolute wheels. Unsung hero so far this tournament, and no one's spoken a word about him. Have a look at the stats of Aiden Markram for the World Cup so far.
Markram stats. What do we got?
Stats, here we go. Runs. Oh, he's not actually in the top 5. Oh, I thought he'd be top 5 for runs for sure. Maybe not. Maybe don't listen to me at all.
He's only a year older than me as well.
That means he's younger than me, the prick.
Yep.
All cricket players. Sixes. Okay, Markham's hit 162 runs.
In the tournament alone.
Yeah. So maybe not, it's not as good as say like Josh Butler, but Josh Butler's hit a ton. Aiden Markram has looked good in a losing side.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, they come out and Miller, Miller? There's a Vander Dussen hit a big score, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That score, the other person who's not out is Markram. Markram's just feeding him the strike.
Yep.
He plays a role and he plays it fucking good. He is an unsung batsman from a while now, and South Africa need to baby him to be the superstar that he is.
In T20s?
In every format. I love Markram.
I don't know about
he's got the GM Noir, and that GM Noir is just a beautiful bat.
I don't know about Test. He looks a bit hot and cold in Test. Like
Dave Warner.
I'm not going to bring him into it. Like, he should either pick short form or long form. Dave Warner.
I'm glad he hit
short form
runs.
or long form.
Fucking so glad he hit runs finally.
The way that his mentality is, you can see it on the field himself. Like, you can see it watching him. Is he comes into a test match, goes in and goes, I'm going to block a couple. Oh yeah, I feel good. Now I'm going to smack him. Whereas you watch it fucking T20, he's going to try and smack a couple and then block a couple and then smack more. It's like, make your mind up.
No. He's just getting old. I'm sorry.
If that was an 18-year-old coming out.
He's 30. But when he was 18, he was killing them.
When he was 18,
he's 35 now.
When he was 18, he got picked for the T20 squad. He come in, he fucking made an absolute brilliant debut, right? And they said he is one of the next top T20 batters. Why go and play test match if you're going to be the top T20 batter?
Because you want to be a test match player. He changed his entire training regime to batting in the nets for 9 hours. He taught himself how to bat for a day. He taught himself how to do it. He went, I need to be fit enough and mentally fit enough to be able to bat for a day. And he taught himself how to do that. He trained harder than any other person. And the fact that he's done that is what makes him elite. You look at any player that you want in your side, and especially when it comes to batting in cricket, they on another level of training. Steve Smith, minus Labuschagne. Fucking David Warner trains just a stupid amount. The bowling wise, bowlers are a bit different because their bodies are built funny, but Mitchell Starc had a bad series, completely changed his action, and he looks way better. And if Shane Warne says one more bad thing about fucking Mitchell Starc, I'm going to go there and break Shane Warne's leg.
He's gonna keep filling up the wide section.
Really like it.
Yeah, okay.
You don't like Mitchell Starc?
He's getting on. He's getting long in the tooth.
He's still bowling faster than Cummins, cunt.
Cummins is still number one. Has Mitchell Starc hit number one test bowler ever?
Yes.
When?
I don't know.
And for how long? How long did he hold it? He has not held it for as long as Pat Cummins has held it.
Yeah, Pat Cummins is fucking good, cunt. Doesn't mean that you can't.
The cunt's fingers.
One bowler. The one bowler
like...
doesn't win you the game. One bowler doesn't win you every game. You've got to have a quartet. Mitchell Starc is that quartet. Those other two bowlers aren't the same without Mitchell Starc. I'd like to see their win ratio as a quartet with Mitchell Starc in there compared to any other bowler and see what happens then.
Well, they were bowling with Mitchell Johnson.
Mitchell Starc was in there.
Not to begin with. Not when he was on fire.
Who?
Mitchell Johnson.
Mitchell Johnson.
That's one bowler that has gone down and has not been spoken about lately. That was an absolute fucking gun, is Johnson.
He was good. He also got pumped for a lot of runs. Exactly the same as Starc is.
Yeah, but the thing with Mitchell Johnson is if we batted first, he come out and made runs, you knew he was on with the ball.
Yeah, for like a season
Whereas Starkey comes out, he can make runs. He can still bowl like fucking shit.
He can also bowl really good.
He can also bowl really good. But if okay, here's the argument. You got Starkey and Cummins up against each other, right? Mm-hmm. Would you pick Starkey over Cummins?
No.
Why not?
Because it's Pat Cummins.
That's not an answer. I can tell you 2 stats as to why I would pick Cummins over Starkey.
Because he's got a better average.
Got a better average.
It's not that he's got
but
he's just got.
I'm gonna go on rankings. I'm gonna go on rankings now. Okay.
Mm.
You are a full-time fast bowler, and you are still within the top 5 of all-rounders in a test squad.
Yeah. Oh, he's good. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying that by any means that Stark is better than Pat Cummins. With the white ball, yes, Stark is better than Pat Cummins. And you'd be a fucking idiot for not to think that. Pat Cummins is good.
Stark's had his time. That's all I'm saying.
Who are you going to put? Who are you going to change? Squad? Who are you going to put him in? Who are you going to put in for him? Who's better than him? Who's
white ball?
Red ball, right ball, either.
I know. I'm saying he can keep his spot in the test squad. Simple as that.
He bowls every game. He bowls every game. Like everyone says that. Oh, get rid of Stark. Who the fuck are you going to put in instead? Put in Pattinson. Yeah, okay. When Pattinson's fit and healthy and when he can play. I know, but before that, put him in.
No.
What have you done? You've just put in another Hazelwood or another fucking Cummins. On the day, he's going to look really good, just the same as everyone else. On some days, Stark looks brilliant. Every other bowler looks shit. You need that change-up. He's left-handed, has a different bowling style, swings the ball. Weirdly enough, gets an amazing amount of reverse later on in the innings.
Yeah. Why is Abbott? Why was Abbott on his way out? Why can't he have a shot?
He's never as good. To be honest, he was good.
Why hasn't Sean Abbott in?
We all know this. This is just like Voldemort. We don't speak about this.
It is, but that is not something to shun on a person. That was an absolute accident and go, you're not allowed in the fucking squad anymore.
Okay.
Like, he fucking bowls beamers. He is an... Beamers, yeah. Yeah,
Beamers.
He can bowl some. He can...
Headhunters.
Full
tosses.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know he does.
You speak this for ages. Take this, for example.
Yep.
Our Australian fast bowling lineup is Pat Cummins, Josh Hazlewood, Mitchell Stark. The 3 fast bowlers from New South Wales. The only reason Old Mate even get to run is because the other 3 are playing Test cricket. You can't sit there and go, oh, but Abbott's so... He can't make the first grade side unless those cunts are gone. He's not better than them in any way, shape, or form. Stark has more than enough proven himself. One bad test series is not any reason to drop the cunt.
I'm not saying drop him from test squad.
That last game against West Indies, Old Mate was carting them. Pumped Cummins, pumped Hazelwood. Stark comes in, first ball gets him out. Oh, no, but he's bowling. He still ended up with 2 for. Yeah, okay, the last 2 went for 6. That's cricket. That happens to anyone. It's the last 2 balls of a 2020. He bowls the death overs that no one else can bowl because he is the best white ball bowler in Australia. If he's the best white ball bowler in Australia, he has to be in the side in some way, shape, or form. When you got a Cam Green, you can come on and bowl overs as a fast bowler. You got your Cummins and your Hazelwood. You need someone who can bowl that 1 day line or a little bit extra heat, a little left hand, slide it across them, something different. And Mitchell Stark is that man.
Right.
Behrendorff had his chance. He bowls too slow.
Yeah.
The only other person I can think of is someone who can bowl genuine heat, 150, 155, which we don't have.
Joe Richardson.
Right-hander.
Yeah.
You become predictable. You got only one way. You only come from one side.
Yeah. Okay. We'll agree to disagree till we find someone else.
There's no one. I've been looking.
Nah, right.
I don't know.
So,
I like our quartet, and I'll stick by it. I love Starkey, and
you can stick by your quartet. That's fine by me. That's simple. But
maybe we should leave the argument out there.
Yeah, I think that's another argument to come off of this. So We can argue it between each other.
Okay, we'll quickly go through the games now. We won't harp too much longer on the sports side of the cricket, as in just the side. We'll talk Ashes teams when it gets close to the Ashes. As for the cricket, Australia thumped Bangladesh. Thank fuck for that. That boasted our net run rate by 0.8 or something like that. And then we had a really good convincing win over West Indies, getting in less than 16.4 overs, which is what gets you in any other game, gets you a bonus point. So that net run rate boosted us up by another 0.6. South Africa had to annihilate England. As it was, even if England got bowled out for like 50, I don't think they hit enough runs to still technically put them high enough on the net run rate. Their net run rate was actually, and it only ended up at 0.7. So that last game, it only went up by 0.06 or something like that. Went up next nothing. They had to genuinely thump them. England's net run rate is only sitting so tall because they thumped us so badly. Which fucked our net run rate. My genuine concern now at the other teams. So England and Australia through. That's awesome. Couldn't ask for anything better. Unlucky South Africa. I was recently in a competition where we finished on exactly the same amount of points on a pool, and we didn't make it through to the final due to net run rate. I know the pain. See
you next year in Australia.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. It's genuinely sucks. You played the best, but unfortunately, this is what happened. Pakistan and New Zealand, I hope, finished the top of that one there. Now, India's net run rate's actually higher than both New Zealand and Pakistan. Obviously, India needs to win their next game, who is against
Namibia.
Look, you know what would make my day? That 1 week? Namibia beats India.
Namibia beats them. Yep.
That'd be so good. New Zealand.
Or Pakistan flogs the fuck out of Scotland.
Oh, Pakistan make it anyway. Only New Zealand can get to 4-game wins. So New Zealand wins against Afghanistan. India never make it. Afghanistan need to beat New Zealand here, and then India needs to beat Namibia.
Well, at the moment, Afghanistan is 7 for 122 off 18.5. And New Zealand still has to bat.
This will come out in the future, so you already know the score. I'm going to say New Zealand should win it. It's not to say that Afghanistan won't, because Afghanistan's bowling is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
When you got people like Rashid Khan, Mujib, Ul Haq, Hassan.
Nabi. Is Nabi playing?
No, don't rate him. I think he bowls half trackers. But anyway.
Wait.
Yeah, Nabi's playing.
Hey. Here we were talking before about fucking a quartet of bowlers. Right?
Yeah. I hear he said the quartet. Khan, Rahman, Ul Haq, Hassan.
But they could be getting slapped, and Nabi comes in and just fucking.
Nabi's just a he's just a trooper. Don't get me wrong, I love watching him bat. But how good is New Zealand playing cricket?
Oh, we got a 1-day series coming up against them.
Oh, we're still gonna pump them.
Yeah, we've got a 1-day series.
They might be the number one test side in the world at the moment, but they still can't beat Australia in Australia. That's the one thing I'll give India. They did beat Australia in Australia, and I'll give them that. That's why
second tier squad.
With their second tier squad, exactly right.
Yep.
So we're talking about that. What?
Well, the last series they didn't beat us, did they?
Who?
India.
No, we pumped them.
I was gonna say
we beat them at home 2-1.
Yeah, the series before they flogged us with our second tier squad.
Was that after the sandpaper scandal?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I was gonna say, like that's you got to take into consideration that's at least Warner and Smith.
India played good. We played
runs?
bad. That's all I can say. We played bad.
Horrible.
Cummins played bad.
Okay.
Hazelwood, everyone played bad. Anyway.
No, Cummins was the only shining light in that series.
He still played bad.
He was the only shining light for Australia in that series.
He still played bad. He couldn't get it done when it mattered. We all played bad. Yeah, and as good as your last win.
Yeah.
So, New Zealand should beat Afghanistan.
Yep.
which would knock out India straight away. Pakistan could go out with park cricketers and lose to Scotland, and it wouldn't matter. They still go through.
Pakistan's looking strong.
So it'll be England versus New Zealand, Australia versus Pakistan in the semis. And so that's it. Australia, we are versing Pakistan. I don't think that changes at all. That shouldn't change because Pakistan are not going to, unless Pakistan lose to Scotland and New Zealand go over them. But let's be honest, it's going to be Australia versus Pakistan. We should win, but
you saw our game against England.
We're really good at choking in the T20 World Cup. So
you saw our game against England, like
we just played bad. That's just it. Like, that's fucking cricket in a nutshell, though, isn't it? You can just have a bad game. Sometimes when
we could have a bad game against Pakistan.
We could have a blinder too. We could probably put 230 runs on them and bowl them out for 60 too. Like,
yeah, we could.
If you go back to Test series, we absolutely mortaled them in Australia.
They were a bit hesitant on Yashir Khan, but
he's bowling good. That young fella's good now. Is that who you're talking about? No, Naseem Shah. No, Naseem Shah is what I'm talking about. The young fella. I fucking love him.
I'm talking about Yashir Shah.
Yeah.
The number what was he? Number 10 that come out and made 100 against us.
Oh,
number 10.
Oh, the little leggy fella. 10. Yeah, where's the only fella who hit runs for him? Apart from Babar Azam. Oh, I like Babar Azam. I like a Babar.
But Naseem Shah looks.
But yeah, so
amazing.
that's where that's sitting at there. Australia should beat Pakistan. And that's an Australian bias, but Pakistan plays a really good 2020. I think we actually have Australia actually has a side of a 2020 side that should, by right, beat everyone comfortably. That's the problem with our side. We just don't seem to get it all together.
Yeah.
We finally saw what Mitch Marsh can do to an actual side. He actually hit runs. Dave Warner hit runs. We all hit runs. Like, I've seen Finch play some of the best T20 fucking innings as ever. He hits his form. You saw what we did. We saw what we did in the one day World Cup. You know, our openers just went out there and obliterated them. You saw what Maxwell can do in the IPL. He can go out and he can actually obliterate them. It's just, we just don't seem to, I don't know if we just get in our own heads because it's Australia. We need to win this T20 World Cup to stamp ourselves as a T20 nation. And then from then on, there won't be the stress or hesitant. We'll just go out, and from then on, we'll win the next 50 because we have such a strong 2020 comp and we can take it on with everyone.
I'm just going to say this. The amount of people, I like Marcus Stoinis as an all-rounder. The amount of people that drag his name in the mud is crazy to me.
Is it because he's so handsome?
Oh, he's a beautiful man. But the amount of people I've talked to, like, not you, Tommy, but I've spoken to another, like, couple more people that have just said, nah, don't ever think about putting Marcus Stoinis in your squad. And it's like, why not? There's been games there where we need a wicket. He comes on, he might get slapped for 4. He might go 4 wicket. And that's what we need.
He needs to pitch the ball up.
Yeah.
That's all he needs to do. Pitch the ball up.
I said to you the other night.
Some fellas just pitch it too short.
He grew up playing on the whacker.
No excuse. Pitch the ball up.
No, there is an excuse playing on the whacker. I'd pitch the ball short just to fucking knock you in the head.
You can't bowl fast enough to do that.
I can't bowl. I can't bat. I just sit there in the field.
I got carded today.
I get in there and I fuck my leg up.
Pitch was too paced and my little offies were just going boop, and just they're exploding off the pitch, but you either had to bowl too full or you had to bowl, if you bowled at anything shorter, just sit there and just go, Shreya.
Alrighty, so we're going to do a quick wrap up. because
Yeah.
I'm going to finish with the Formula One because that is in a couple hours time.
Beautiful.
I know you don't like it, but you can wrap it up with your racing.
No.
If you want.
Let's go some Formula One. I need to get into this shit.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure we'll all be asleep for it, but tonight we will be having
7 hours and 22 minutes, reckons?
Yep. So what's that? That's fucking. I got it here on my KO.
So it's just qualifying today.
No. Qualifying was already today.
Okay, who qualified? What was the?
So the qualifying was Bottas Hamilton with a Mercedes front grid lockout, Verstappen Perez behind them in Red Bull, Pierre Gasly, Sainz, Ricciardo, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Norris. That's your top 10. So we've got.
Who do you think will go around and win this one? Is there anyone that's got usually wins at Mexico?
Mexicans usually a Red Bull. The Mexico Grand Prix is usually a Red Bull track.
Yeah.
Just due to the high altitude and the way that everything has been going lately with Mercedes, I'm not 100% sure on them. And it would be nice to see Sergio Perez win at his home Grand Prix in a Red Bull.
Yeah, so he's not that far off really, but fuck that. He's 1:15.875 is pretty awesome by Bottas, isn't it?
It is. It is a nice lap, but that's qualifying pace. That's not race pace. That's not in dirty air. That's all in clean air. Simple as that.
So Perez only did 18 laps to get his 116.
Yep. And he's right behind Max Verstappen. So there might be orders. I think if Verstappen's a bit slower behind Hamilton and Perez is quicker, there might be team orders for Perez to go through, Verstappen to step aside. I don't want to see it. I want to see Max Verstappen go through and win the World Drivers' Championship.
Is it those two that are standing up there, is it?
What's that?
So it's Verstappen's up on top.
Verstappen and Hamilton are fighting it out for the championship.
Mate, I just got their pictures up here. No offense, but that Valtteri Bottas got a bit of a mug, eh?
Good old Finn. He's called the Iceman.
Yeah, you should have left him out there on the ice. It's a rough.
It's an inside joke, but just due to the fact that the amount of internal combustion engines that he has changed out in the last couple rounds, he is now called the Iceman. Yeah. And as I said I was talking to Cypher today, who's an absolute fan of F1 like I am. It is nice to see Bottas on top without a grid penalty.
Yeah, okay.
So if he had a grid penalty, he'd be right at the back of the grid. He would be 20th.
Yeah, righto. Mick Schumacher, is he a relation to Michael?
That's his son.
That's awesome.
That's his son. This is his first year.
He's got 0
F1.
points.
He's got 0 points, but he is beat in qualifying pace as well as race pace. He is beating his teammate, which is all that matters right now for your first year.
Yeah, okay.
And he's racing for the shittest fucking
Nikita Mazepin.
Yep, Mazepin. Yep.
Mazepin. What happened to Sebastian Vettel? Why is he so far down?
He is racing for Aston Martin.
Are they bad?
They're not there. They got a bit behind. They got a bit to pick up. Let's just say that. So you got Lance Stroll, as he wants to be called, Lance. He's 20th. Did not record a lap. Yep, did not record a lap. He did not record fucking English.
Record a lap.
Yep. So where is Vettel? He is 11th in beside Raikkonen. So we got Kimi and Vettel. You see fucking Fernando Alonso's racing?
Oh.
Fernando Alonso has come back after a couple years off. He retired.
Kimi Raikkonen.
Yep.
He was awesome, right?
Yep. He's I
Was
I
was
highly
he
rate him.
was he originally a rally driver? Am I thinking of something?
No,
else?
no. He did go and race rally. So he started in Formula One, retired from Formula One, went to rally driving, and then went to come back to Formula One.
Okay, that is the same Raikkonen then, because I
Yeah.
used to be right into my rallies, and so I wasn't a big F1 fan, but I loved rallies. And I remember Kimi Raikkonen was on top. He was the man. But I was just like, oh, maybe there's just a lot of Kimmys that have the last name Raikkonen. Maybe it's a common name. It might be a John Smith over there. I don't know. But
Yep.
there you go. It's the same guy.
Yeah.
Cool. What a
So
man.
3:30 a.m. looks like 5 a.m. is race start for us. So I am not going to be awake for that, but I will be looking at the highlights and I will be saying some nice things.
What's the highlights going to say? Oh, they drove out in that circle real fucking good, eh? And Lewis Hamilton hops out of his car with a beautiful face, and he has won the crowd.
No, it's actually Sir Lewis Hamilton to you.
Stop it.
He is knighted. He has been knighted.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I am looking at the track now, and it's not a very good one.
There's some good straights on it though.
What's the speed trap? What's that?
So that would be at the end of the straight, and that records your speed.
Okay, yeah.
And Valtteri Bottas has a record for the highest speed caught in a speed trap. I think it's like 346 kilometers an hour or something.
Yeah.
Valtteri Bottas.
But they broke the lap record this year, by the way. The lap record before that was a minute 18. And they did a minute 15, a minute 17, minute 16. Must have been a big, mustn't have been any headwind on the straight, maybe.
That's what I'm saying about it. Looks like it usually looks like a Red Bull just due to the fact that the altitude. So Mexico circuit is a lot higher than most of them. So there's, thinner air.
Yeah.
So but yeah, we can do all that. But this has been a good little warm up, I reckon.
Warm up and a net session.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have that out on YouTube and Spotify Monday, Tuesday.
Yep.
And hopefully we can make it probably aim for a Tuesday release every week. If everyone's keen for that, any suggestions or anything like that, we're happy to go in there and talk about all that too. We're always open for criticism and suggestions. The normal format will probably be closer to 45 to 60 minutes. Obviously, this is an opening episode, so we'll go for a little bit longer this time. We maybe should have saved some topics, but I'm sure we'll find more.
We'll always find more.
We'll be definitely wrapping up the T20. We'll be coming close to the final, so we'll be definitely wrapping up the T20 World Cup on the next talk. We'll definitely go further into the F1. We may do a little bit more horse racing talk. We didn't get into it this time, but that's okay. We've sort of missed Melbourne Cup anyway, and everyone's sort of talked about all that. And yeah, hopefully we'll be starting to lean into talking more about the Ashes, and we'll have a bit more of a grasp on Vanguard, and we'll talk about a bigger lead up into the Battlefield that's coming out. Yeah, thank you for listening to The Bird and the Beard. And
The Bird and the Beard.
His Magpie, I feel like I can just go boop and punch him. It'd be sick if like a fist comes on his side. Yeah, but yeah, it was good. We talked cricket. Yeah, heard that we've definitely got fucking different opinions on the bowlers. He's a fucking idiot, mate. Mitchell Stark's a mastermind. I think personally we should be talking about Nathan Lyon, but
fuck him off.
I reckon so too. I'm
not going to bring it off. That's all I'm going to say. Fuck him off.
We'll talk about Swepson next episode. You don't like Sweppo? I love Sweppo.
I'm just going to say, don't get me started on the Swepson line argument, because I am hands down Swepson.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm an off spinner. I love Lyon, but let's get Sweppo in. we'll talk more about that next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Fucking peace out, ladies and gentlemen.
Flex on this, flex on that. Got my center, got it back. Yeah.